This is the third part of our series that focuses on the Blend Curve tool. Let's look at the last function in our set, Blend Curves. We'll click on the drop-down, and here it is. Blend Curves is very different from Chamfer and Fillet, but there are a few similarities. First, in the command line, we can see that there's only one command that we can use right now, which allows us to switch between using the command by default or switching to what's called continuity. Let's use the command by default first. So all we need to do is select our first object, and it could be a polyline, it could be a spline, it could be anything, and then we can select our second one. So in this case, I can now make a beautiful blend between these two curves right here. These blends are perfectly tangential, and they're the shortest distance from each curve. So I can connect these two curves like this very easily. This doesn't just work for curves, it also works for straight lines. For example, I can start off with this polyline, and then I can connect it to here, and it makes a lovely tangential curve that connects the two in the shortest distance possible, just like before. We can also see this in effect if I use the command from this line here to this one. In this case, the shortest curve is essentially a straight line. If I was to now move my mouse to the other side of the line, then I would essentially be connected to that one. So wherever you're trying to begin, that's where you're going to connect. A good example of this is, first I'm going to undo this curve and delete it. It essentially makes a spline, as you can see in our properties area right here. So let's delete this. If I use blend curves one more time, then if I begin from this side, it will connect here. And because I began on this side, I cannot connect from here to here. So it depends on where you click on your line, and your line essentially has a midpoint that will be used in order to determine where this begins. So now if I click closer to this side, now I can connect from here. If I move my mouse here, I can connect to this area right here and make it look just like this. Let's use blend curves again, and this time we'll click on continuity in our command line. This allows us to use the command in two different ways. We've been using it in the default tangent way, which allows us to get the shortest distance and have tangential curves connecting them to our two different lines. But let's switch it to smooth and see the difference. What we'll do is we'll draw the same curve from the same lines, but it's going to look a little bit different. So once again, we'll start from this side of this line. If I moved over here, it would start from this end right here. So we'll click right here, and then we'll click on this line. We can already see the preview of this curve, and let's click on it right there. So what happened is, if we click on our first curve, we have essentially a start endpoint and what you could call some tangential points that allow us to modify our curve. So I could actually take these grips and move the curve if I wanted to. Now let's look at the smooth curve that we made. And as you can see, we have two more extra points that are essentially tangential to the tangential points. So we have this point right here and this point right here, which is essentially in between the midpoint and the end points of the curve itself. This gives us a little bit more control over the curve, and the curve itself is calculated in a way that makes it basically a bit smoother, although that of course is subject to your opinion. Let's do it one more time, and this time let's use it from this line here and to this line. Now this is the smooth curve, and let's use the command one more time. Let's go back to tangent, and let's use it again, just so we can see another good example of the difference. And essentially, the smooth curve doesn't necessarily draw the shortest distance between the lines. It makes the curve a bit smoother and gives us those extra control points that allow us to modify our curve even further. Thank you very much for watching our tutorial on fillets, chamfers, and the blend curves command in AutoCAD. Once again, my name is Ari and I'm with Digital Drafting Systems. Hope you have a great rest of your day.